Hey, good afternoon, fam. Good afternoon. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Man, what a wonderful day for a walk today. What a wonderful day for a walk. I'm back in DC again. I'm actually, right now, I'm going to walk over to the Lincoln Memorial. It's a long walk because if you're not familiar with DC, parking is not the greatest down here. And you got to get ready. You got to put your tennis shoes on. Make sure they're comfortable and get ready for a long walk if you want to get to enjoy the sights. But today I want to talk to you guys about something that a lot of people might not like this topic because it almost seems like I'm a guy who don't like to have fun, which is far from the truth. But based on, so you guys don't know, I'm in financial service, and the longer I'm in this field, the more I see that a lot of Americans are either in a bad financial spot or they will ultimately be in a bad financial spot based on mainly the decisions that we make on the personal level, not more so the decision that the government make, but more so the decision that we make with our personal finance. I was in my barber a couple of days ago, and he was asking me if I was going to go see the Vybz Kartel concert at the Barclays Center in New York. And I'm like, oh, I ain't know about it. He was like, yeah. So we started looking it up, and I believe it's like either sold out or almost sold out. And we looking at tickets, right? I think the lowest tickets we saw was like 2 something, and the highest we saw is probably close to 7 or 8. But he told me him and his wife had saw a few for like $1,000, which I'm thinking is probably gonna be like front row, right? So this is actually what I want to talk about, and I don't want anybody to come at me for this because I'm a huge Vybz Kartel fan. I'm talking about big time, right? But what I'm not a huge fan of is for people to take their savings, right, like their life savings, right, and gonna go pay for a concert, a one-day event, not even a full day. I'm talking about like just one day, like a half a day, and that's if it's only one person. So if you have a spouse and you're going with your spouse, and tickets are going for, let's say a good seat might be $800. That's $1,600. Then you're talking about hotel stay, because most people are gonna be driving in from either North Carolina, South Carolina, Maryland, DC, and Virginia. Some people probably flying in from Florida. You never know. And in my mind, I'm like, yo, and I spoke about this too when Beyonce had tickets for over 1,000 plus. And I believe Taylor Swift and all these people, right, have tickets for over $1,000 plus. And people are buying this. But these are the same people who complain about life, stress, bills every day. These are the same people who would tell you, I want you to check this out, and you guys can tell me how funny this sounds. These are the same people who would tell you that the rich should pay their fair share in taxes. So my question is this. How you doing? My question is this. If you guys feel this way about the rich paying their fair share, but you guys are the same one who are buying tickets to give to the rich. You guys are the one who are spending these thousands of dollars per ticket to the rich. The same people who you guys are buying tickets to go see football game. I believe the Super Bowl, the highest ticket was like $4,000, something like that. And people were buying them. Now, obviously, those people are probably like high-end income earning people or whatever, but I mean, the Super Bowl was jam-packed, and people are buying these tickets. But then you turn around and you say the rich should pay their fair share. I don't understand the logic. If you're the one giving them your hard-earned money to be rich, and then you want to turn around and pay their fair share. So my question is this: instead of you giving your hard-earned money to them, why don't you become rich yourself? Why don't you, guys, give me a second, let me turn this around. It's a beautiful day. I just want you guys to see where I'm at right here.
See, that's what we needed to do, though.
If you guys have not been here, this is the Lincoln Memorial. Actually, both of my children, they love coming down here, especially when they were little. My youngest is still little, so we come down here every summer. He loves it over here. There's a lot of people he mix and mingle. There's a lot of people out here. Back to what I was saying. I'm not against you guys having fun and having a good time, but why do you take your hard-earned money and go buy these tickets? I know for sure if we use this particular gentleman that we're talking about, I'm not talking to him in particular because again I'm a huge fan, but let's say I know a lot of people from Maryland are going. I know that for sure because I started calling people, hey, have you heard about the concert? They're like, yeah, you behind. So I know a lot of people are going, right? So if you're talking about between gas and toll, between parking down there, between hotel stay, because they're not just gonna go for one day, it might be a weekend thing. Easily, it's gonna be a $2,400 week, $2,500 weekend. Easy. You know what I could do for you? You know, I believe Walmart stock is like $100 a share. I believe Walmart stock is $100 a share, right? But you're spending your money and giving it to people who are already super wealthy, and then you're gonna complain the following week about your bills. I even heard stories when Beyonce came to town. People were not paying their mortgage payment just to buy the ticket. And they'll tell you, oh, it's the experience. The experience of losing money? Listen, I be trying to understand people's minds sometimes. And then you want to sit here and you want to go to Congress, you want to march, you want to do all these things because you say you're against the wealthy and they should pay their fair share. Think for a second. You are the reason why they're wealthy. If you're taking your hard-earned money and you're buying tickets, $500 a pop, $800 a pop, $1,000 a pop, and you tell you it's about experience, it's an experience for them. Trust me, they are experiencing a life beyond measure on your dime. Now, if you have 6 figures in your bank account savings and you want to buy a ticket like that, yeah, then go ahead. But if you don't have any real savings, you don't own any assets, then I don't understand why you would take $3,000-$4,000 of your hard-earned money to go buy a ticket for a concert. I need somebody to explain this to me, help me understand. Maybe I'm missing some, and I've been to quite a few concerts when I was younger, but I don't remember paying I think the most, I remember, I think I saw DMX, the Logs, and a few other people. That's like the last, on Anthony Hamilton a few years ago. My ticket wasn't no more than like $99 maybe at best. You understand? I had some points already stacked up for the Marriott, so I stayed for the weekend, you know what I'm saying, without paying for everything. Listen, man, like, I'm not here trying to be a party pooper or anything like that, right? I just want us to just administer some logic sometimes to our thinking. Real talk. Like, how can I put this? I don't want you to think that all I want you to do is work and don't play, because I play all the time. But nowadays I play with some logic. You know what I'm saying? I make pretty decent income. I'm not gonna say too much about that, but I make pretty decent income. But I cannot see myself buying a concert ticket for $800 for a couple of hours. That's crazy to me. $800 for a couple of hours? Why would I do a thing like that? That makes no sense. And that's just for the ticket. Again, we haven't even talked about parking. If you know you're in New York, you know New York. We haven't talked about hotel. If you know New York, you know New York. You understand? We haven't talking about gas and toll driving there. I know some people right now who are planning to rent a car. 3 or 4 of them get into a car, bunched up, to go see this concert that they don't even have money for. And you ask them, hey, how much you got in your retirement account? They tell you nothing. Or they don't want to talk about it. How much you got in your IRA? Nothing. How much you got in your emergency fund? Nothing. Did you start a business this year? No. Listen, man, like, I don't really understand us sometimes. I do not understand us sometimes. And most of us will get dressed to look cute and pull out our phones to go to this concert to impress people who don't really give a damn about us anyway. Then after the concert's over, come the weekday, reality sets in, and you tell yourself, I just spent 2 G's on a weekend. You get upset, your bills start to fall behind, stuff starts to get cut off. 6 months later, another concert comes through, you do it again. It's never ending. It's never ending. The price that these women were paying for Beyonce was ridiculous. You are taking your hard-earned money to go furthermore put into a billionaire's pocket while you don't have anything. You don't even have 4 figures in your savings account. But you're gonna take your hard-earned money and go make a person who's a billionaire even richer. I need you to make it make sense for me, because obviously I don't know anything. I need you to make it make sense for me, because obviously I don't know anything. If someone can give me a better understanding of the logic behind this. I know people say, oh, it's experiences, right? You can find great experience for less. You can always get this experience once your money's right. It's real talk. You know, the people who are having true experience with these events and these concerts are the people who are doing well in life. They've earned it. So they could pay for a big suite, right? They can pay for big suites. They can literally afford these tickets. It's not gonna break the bank. They're not even gonna feel it. You understand? To them, $2,000, it's like you are now spending $20. Okay? That to me make a whole lot more sense than you taking money that you don't have just to go watch a concert for 2 hours. And again, listen, my man Vibes just got out of jail. I want him to make all the money he can possibly make that's due to him. I want him to make all the money he can possibly make that's due to him. But at the same time, how you doing? At the same time, I want you guys to be wise about your spending. Just as much as these people want to get money that's due to them and is owed to them because they work so hard for it, you should be thinking the same way too, on the same level.
Not bad, not bad.
You work hard for this money, and now you're gonna take it. You have no investments, no stocks, no IRA. Your 401k retirement account is limited at best. You have no emergency fund. You are literally one paycheck away from disaster. You're literally one paycheck away from disaster. And you guys are going to spend your hard-earned money on a concert. Excuse me, guys, I'm around. If you guys see this here, listen, this is why I keep telling you, if you have not visited the district, Virginia, Maryland, and you live in the United States of America, you have no idea what you're missing. This is the greatest country in the world. This is the greatest country in the world. Look at this. Some of y'all be buying flight tickets to go to Paris, Rome, Italy. They got nothing on the United States at all. Absolutely nothing at all. But yeah, back to my original topic. Give me a second, y'all. Oh, people are working out. People are. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, they're getting the glutes ready for the summer. How you doing? They're getting ready for the summer. Okay. Yes. Beautiful day out today. Everybody's out. People are walking, working out. Hold on. They're high stepping. It look like a track team or something. Yeah. Let me share some of these wonderful structures and building with you guys. It's amazing. This is where I spend the majority of my summer. And I haven't even seen probably no more than 40% of the district and what they have so far. This is the District of Columbia is small, but it's also big at the same time in reference to things that they have going on and just the buildings and the structure. Let me build this. This is awesome right here. Right? So yeah, I just want us to just for a little bit, just for a few years or so, implement some form of discipline in your life. Some form of financial discipline in your life, just for a few years or so. Because let me tell you something, wealth doesn't come overnight. It is amassed. And it is, how you doing? And it takes years or so to build wealth. It's not an overnight thing. And I think that's what a lot of people do not like about. It's almost like people want it right now. And if they cannot have it right now, then they just say forget it and start to spend their money recklessly. One thing I always try to tell people is this. There's one thing that you cannot get back in life, and that is time. You cannot get time back. Once it's gone, it's gone. I'm meeting a lot of people. I just met a guy today who is a business owner, 40-some years old, and he just happened to call me yesterday at 10 a.m. in the morning. He saw one of my videos. He said it's about a couple of weeks ago he saw the video, and he was like, he couldn't sleep, and he just woke up and said, you know what, I'm getting started now. And he called me. I ran him some options yesterday, and we finalized everything today. Like, it's a lot of traffic out here, guys, so give me a second. A lot of people just believe that their time is on their side. As a matter of fact, let me just, I'll wait right here across, because this circle right here is busy. A lot of people just think like time is on their side, and they could just wake up one day like and build wealth. Key ways of building wealth is time, is money, time, and interest. Money, time, and interest. And I think time is probably the most important out of those. Well, obviously you need money, but if you have money and you're just dragging your feet, you've lost time. It's gonna take you a while to recover. Prime example, a 20-year-old that wants to have $1 million by the time they're 59 and a half probably only have to save $200 a month. But if you are 50 years old and you want to save $1 million by the time you're 65, so we're talking about in 15 years, you probably got to put away $3,000 a month. You see the magnitude of time? The 20-year-old started early and they're putting $200 away and they can live their life and enjoy their life. The older person got to put more than probably 15 times the amount down every single month. I think once a lot of people understand and realize the magnitude of time, I think a whole lot more people will move so much faster, to be honest with you. Everybody believes that they have time. Everybody believes that they have time. And that is the one lie that I've been told to you. Time is the one thing that nobody have control over. There's nothing you can do. It's just life. When I keep reading these articles from the CDC and AARP and just different publications that talk about people who are 55 to 66 have zero retirement savings. Zero, not $1. I'm willing to bet you these are people who messed around and thought they had time. Some of them may have had some life challenges. We understand that. 5%, 10% of people maybe they went through a divorce, some health issue happened, they have to help their children, whatever situation is. We get it. But that's a small percentage of people that happened to. Majority of the people that I find that don't have any savings or are undisciplined about savings are people who will tell you, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll start next year. I have a friend that I had to pull away from this individual because everything to this individual is now's not the time. Every single thing. It's like they don't want to jump out there. They don't want to take risks. They don't want to put the effort in. It's almost like they're waiting for the perfect time and perfect opportunity to happen. And that does not exist. It does not exist. You just got to jump right in. I told my story a few videos back in reference to my spending habits and what I had to do. I increased my brokerage account to 30%. So that means 30% of my pay, every single time I get paid, goes into my brokerage account. Okay? That already took effect and I'm feeling it already. But I'm making an adjustment. I'm finding stuff that costs less to spend on. I'm finding things like you guys are looking at right like this. They're free. Just come out and enjoy yourself. You know, they got food truck. You walk around, you get some exercise at the same time. You get to be there jogging happy, free. Okay? I'm staying at not too of a high end of hotels. You understand? So, you know, I'm not buying any clothes at all. I've always said that. I gotta make adjustment. I'm cooking more at home. You know, I went to buy me a coffee machine so I could save, because I drink about 2 or 3 coffees a day, so I could save myself some money. And this is a person who makes a pretty decent, I'm in the top 5%. Probably top 3% now, as of last year. This is a person who's making pretty decent money that's also feeling the crunch. And I gotta make adjustment. And I'm also looking and say, man, I'm behind myself too. Because I was spending money unwisely. God blessed me with a great career. And I'm sitting here just blowing through the money. So no, I have to stop that. Because this is a blessing. This is a blessing. You understand? And you cannot waste your blessings. So no, I gotta stop the waste. So I did that. I'm also contributing to my Index Universal Life policy. About $1,900 a month. So when I tell you things are tight, things are tight. But I have to do it. I have to force myself to do it. There's no other way around it. Because I could sit here and say, oh, I'll do it next year. Oh, once I pay the car off, I'll have extra in my pocket. Well, our average car note is about 4 or 5 years or so. That's an average car note. So yeah, why would I'm gonna lose 4 to 5 years before I start saving? No, that makes no sense. I'm starting right now. I'm doing it right now. And one of my pet peeves is people who procrastinate. That irks me to my core. Like people who just cannot decide and they cannot make a move right away. It hurts, it annoys me to the core that I literally remove myself from these folks. I can't do it. I can't do it. So I'm gonna close with that. It's a busy day out here at the Lincoln Memorial. Everybody's out, man. Everybody's out having a wonderful time, wonderful day, right? Yeah, I mean, yeah. If you have not been here, it's funny. The people who live in Maryland and DC and Virginia that have not been to a lot of these monuments, which is crazy to me. You got out-of-towners who come in here and know more about DC than people who actually live in DC. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna close out with that. Listen, hoping you guys have a wonderful and blessed Sunday today. I just want to touch on that. Again, I'm not here to tell you don't have any fun. I'm not here to tell you don't live. But you cannot live and sacrifice your future. That doesn't make sense. Your future you needs you more than your you now. Your future you needs you more than your you now. Because your you now still have strength to go work. Your future you might not have that strength. Listen, you guys have a wonderful and blessed day. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.